Hi, and welcome to British Dad Reacts. My name is John. Thank you for watching. I'm going to play two versions of a track, the original and a cover. Both very different. Both have got some real appeal. So I'm going to play the kind of full-length versions of both of them. And this is just a great track. It's John Kongos, Tokoloshe Man, the original from 1971. Now that first line, make your bed up high, praying to the sky. We're going to come back to that, and we're going to talk about John Kongos, what the track is about, and about the Happy Mondays a little bit later on. Let's start. Just such a great track from 1971. I just can't believe how old this track is. It just, the production, the music just sounds so fresh. Now I'm going to cover the cover version in a few seconds, which is just another great version. And great tracks often get covered, and sometimes you get great covers of them. Now, John Kongos, who originally wrote, and this was him singing his song, was born in South Africa. And he's a singer-songwriter. I think he was born in Johannesburg, but he's originally or has some Greek ancestry. He moved to the UK, I think, about 1966 to pursue his musical career. And he had two really big hits, this being one of them, both of which were covered by the Happy Mondays, who were a kind of dance rave band from Salford, Manchester area in the late 80s into the 90s. Now, I said to remember that kind of first line, make your bed way up high. The word Tokoloshe actually is an old African, I think Bantu originally, word. And it described a sort of a mythical beast, sometimes even a kind of dwarf-like beast that came in the night and could turn invisible by drinking water or swallowing a stone. And it was thought to come and kill people in the night. And sometimes people would go to witch doctors and try to summon up the Tokoloshe to go after their enemies. As it turned out, what it was that in those days they used to light fires to keep where they lived in huts and various things, to keep them warm at night. And they would sleep on the floor in straw and things like this. Now, of course, burning the fuel overnight, the carbon dioxide being heavier was at the kind of ground level, and therefore they choked. So make your bed way up high. One of the things to avoid the Tokoloshe was to put your bed on sticks, raise it up, put it on bricks. Amazing sometimes the stories that come behind these tracks. This is this version by the Happy Mondays from Pills, Thrills and Bellyaches. Immediately you hear it just go straight upbeat into that real kind of late 80s, 90s kind of rave scene. This was released by them in 1990. Now, around this time, obviously, the Happy Mondays were working with, you see there, Paul Oakenfold and Steve Osborne were mixing the tracks, and you can hear that classic sound in there, that build up, drums coming in a bit later, just layering the kind of instruments and rhythms. And they did it brilliantly. 'Cause it makes no difference if you are yellow or you're red. Some A great cover. Just seems to fit the Happy Mondays so well. And the way the mix has been done is great. And I think you could just hear in the background that chorus there with Rave, who by this time had joined the band, obviously, accompanying Shaun Ryder on the vocals. Now, I've reviewed one of the Happy Mondays Paul Oakenfold remixes earlier, and the link's in the description. It was WFL or Rope for Luck, and talked a little bit about the band, how they were from Salford, and I say that as opposed to Manchester, although they were part of the Madchester scene at the time, but their roots were in Salford. And for those who, like myself, who worked in the area around that time, there is a clear distinction. And I was lucky enough, I think I've seen the Happy Mondays. The first time I saw them was about 1985, really, before they broke. They were supporting New Order. I saw them at Salford University. Saw them at Hacienda, and I saw them in the 10 Years of Punk celebration in Manchester, again in the kind of 80s, which is a period of kind of working there. Two great versions of a great track. The sons of John Kongos have a band, or some of his sons are in the band, called the Kongos, and they also play this track, Tokoloshe Man, as part of their set to keep his memory and some of his great songs going. The Happy Mondays also covered another of his great tracks, and I'll probably review that in the future. So if you do like this kind of content, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, leave a comment or a recommendation. Thank you so much for watching.